Hey guys, it's your girl Leanie from Inner Beauty Out, and today we're doing my version of a classic smoky eye. So if you want to see how I put this look together, stay tuned. So we're going to get started with the transition color, and we're going to pick up Saddle, and we're going to actually put that right into our crease. Having a transition color is what's going to help blend the colors from the eyelid all the way up to the eyebrow bone. Then we're going to put our brow bone color using rice paper, also by MAC, with a mixture of all that glitters, also by MAC. So we're going to blend this down into the crease color or transition color just to have a seamless effect. Next we're going to use that same transition color blending brush, and we're going to blend it out. And then we're going to go in with black track to start working on our smoky eye color on the lid. Now most people tend to build this, but I put this down as a base so that way when we put our eyeshadow on, it'll be a little bit more intense. So take your time and just pack the color on. Next I go in with Urban Decay's Blackout, and this is what I'm going to use to set the base that we just laid. Next I'm going to go in with Sketch by MAC, and this is what we're going to use again as a transition color just to soften out the edges of the blackout that we just laid out. I'm going to blend it out again with the same transition color brush that we used earlier before. And we don't want to lose the intensity of the color, so we're going to pack back on a little bit more blackout on top of the lid. Remember that when you're using black, it's important to continue to blend out because it could go real bad real fast. So next up I'm using a Jordana Best Lash Extreme mascara. Couldn't find my other regular lash mascara, so this will just do. Next I'm also using Black Track again by MAC, and this is where I'm just kind of like tight lining a little bit, just using an angled brush from Sigma, a small angled brush from Sigma. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a NYC liquid liner and just pretty much create a cat eye wing with that liner. So I've gone ahead and applied some lashes off camera, and now we're going to use L'Oreal's True Match in Cappuccino in as in Nancy 8 as my foundation. I think this is a go-to quick foundation if you're just running out for errands and you just want something to cover up. It does have full coverage. However, I don't know how I feel about the lasting power of this foundation. If you want to see a review on what I think are great foundations as far as drugstore and high-end, definitely leave a comment below and I'll definitely put a video up for that as well. So I'm blending this in with a wet beauty blender, making sure to get into all my crevices. So for my highlight shade, I actually mixed two concealers together. One is the Makeup Forever Full Coverage Cream de Camouflage Concealer in the shade 14, and MAC's NC20 Pro Longwear Concealer to get my right, I guess, complementing shade, so to speak. So I go back in with a wet beauty blender. I spray probably a little bit of Fix Plus on there just to help break down the product. The main objective is to create an airbrushed look, and so it's important that you dab your face with smaller motions in the sense. You don't want to spread in the sense of sliding the product across your face, or it won't look like a airbrushed look. It'll look more like a cakey look. And so dabbing helps melt the product into your skin so that it looks just more flawless. Next I go in with LA Pro Girl Concealer for my contour, and I'm just using one of the darkest shades, I think it's called Cocoa, just to pretty much create hollows and pretty much shading, and that's really what contour is. It's really shading, and I am creating some depth in my face so it's not one flat canvas. Again, using the Beauty Blender to blend all of that out. We don't want to see harsh lines on our face, and we want it to be a seamless, flawless airbrush look, and so we're dabbing our lives away. Using that same Beauty Blender, I actually use it to go back into my Ben Nye setting powder, and I actually mix Ben Nye's banana powder as well as the topaz setting powder together in order to get the right shade. I don't want it to be too yellow, I don't want it to be too orange, so I kind of mix it to have the perfect mix of the two shades. Again, we're using the dabbing motion, and it's important to blend out the powder because you could even get blotchy spots there as well. If you do, I also take a flat kabuki brush. This is a small one, and I go into my mineralized skin finish in dark, and I just kind of blend everything together. All my highlight, my darker shades, and just create one single surface. I then go ahead and use my Real Techniques brush. I love this particular brush. I don't know what the name of it is, but I think it's like a powder brush, but it is great for going into the hollows of my face, and so I set my face as far as the contour areas with the Ebony Bronze CoverGirl bronzing powder. I believe it's shade Q10 if I'm not mistaken. I have all the product description information in the description box. And then I go in with my MAC blush. I believe this one is called Amber Rose. It's called Ambering Rose, and it is by MAC. It is a sheer tone blush with gold reflex. It actually feels really nice when you swatch it, like it's really smooth. Then I go in with Ruby Kisses highlight. It's a gold highlight similar to MAC's, I think it's Gold Deposit that they have. So if you want to dupe for that, you can definitely get that with this particular highlight from the beauty supply store and save some bucks. Then I go in with some sculpting powders by MAC. I'll definitely put the names down below. I use really the yellow and the orange shade mixed together just to kind of really bring out a little bit more highlight underneath my eyes. Then I go ahead and touch my bottom lashes with some mascara, and then make sure I clean it up again with the Beauty Blender right below it. And then I also go in with Nylon in the inner tear ducts of my eye, Nylon eyeshadow by MAC. And that's just to kind of brighten up the look. We don't want it too dark. We still want glam. So my waterline, I'm using Wet n Wild's Kohl Crayon Eyeliner. And it is in the shade 609A as in apple. The color payoff actually surprised me, and this was only $1, guys. So if you want to do something funky for the spring and the summer, this is definitely a great dupe for a lot of the eyeliner pencils that it's actually better than the beauty supply pencils, to be quite honest. Onto the lips. I'm using Jordana's Easy Liner lip pencil in Cabernet, and just pretty much lining my lips and gearing it for the shade or the cranberry shade that I really want to get. So yeah. Next, I'm using Nika K's or NK's regular beauty supply, like again, wine, burgundy, Cabernet kind of lipstick color. It's very creamy, only $1. To finish off the lips, I go in with Revlon Super Lustrous Raisin Rage number 250 lip gloss, and I love that. I really love it. And so look at that, just glossiness. So then I also go ahead and take a little bit of concealer and clean up the edges of my liner, and just kind of make it sharp again by lining it up just a little bit. I also use my same concealer, and by the way, it's NC45 Matte Studio Finish concealer, and just clean up the edges of my lips as well. So this is the finished look, and I hope you like this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up this video if you want to see more like it. Thanks for watching, beauties and gents. See you in my next video.